Let's create a simple example, simple project. Image picker example. Ah, so let's start with the storyboard. Okay, here I am going to keep a simple image view. I think we can spend some more time with the image view, uh, because most of our application we did not talk much about the image or where we could add the images. In fact, the table view controller can, each items can contain an image to display items along small thumbnails or something you can display. Also, if you like to add a nice icon to your application, of course, if you see that in the main screen, the where general tab is selected, you can add application icons. See this, you can drag and drop various picture sizes. Almost you need a lot of picture, 1 2 3 4 5, sorry, this is 42 4 6 8 8 10 12, almost 12 picture you need. X, 2x, 3x define that thrice the size of the images whatever being suggested. So the first one may be 29 pixel, and the double the size of an image and triple the size of an image you need to add. You can drag and drop and have your icon done. In fact, a lot of icons needed because your icons being displayed in various places of your application, not only in the launcher, it will be displayed in setting screen, notification bar. So from smaller to larger, you would need a various resolution pictures to add in your application icon. And also you can have a launcher icon also modified accordingly. Of course, we have a launcher storyboard here. You can put anything as you want, and you can control if you want to put a small animation, everything you can do it over here. So let us go ahead with our camera example. So I'm just going to need a image view to display an image. Of course, the image is taken from camera or image which is taken from the photo library. We have to display it in our application. So I'm just going to keep a image view and delete button. Button I would like to give a free size, I mean, so slightly bigger. So camera, okay. Say local image or whatever. So I'm just put two buttons. One, clicking it, which will fetch I mean information, or which will call the camera and take the picture. And this is the image view. I'm going to hold my images. So let me add a constraints first. First part being an image, I'm just reserving the width and height. Okay, fine. And top level, since it doesn't have a navigation controller, just I'm going to leave that. Since it's going to be center, I am not going to put a pin for the left and right because I'm reserving width and height. It's still giving me an error. It is corrected. With respect to a view, I'm keeping the image centrally aligned horizontally. So this particular constraint is done. And for camera button, it's a button. It should be straight away below to the image view. So we just verify, yes, image view selected. So below to the image view, 44 pixel distance from the top. Of course, I need to disable this one. Sorry, this one. Yeah, fine. Height I'm reserving. So width and width is automatically calculated. So I'm pinning them. Leading and trailing spaces 20 pixel each. And height has been reserved, not been given. The button is fixed. Give the same for this button as well. 27 pixel top distance, leading and trailing 20 pixel, and the height is being reserved. We're done. Once you get your constraints idea clear, you won't prefer going to adding this reset to suggested constraint. And that's, in fact, I would recommend not to touch the reset to suggested constraint quite often, which you would not be having any idea how it is adding. It may not be so intelligent, but it will try to help you. So in this case, all the constraint been added. Let us have the actions so that I can listen the callback of the button. So called. Sorry. Let's give a meaningful name. Okay. We have two IB action buttons so that the callback could be taken from our storyboard property. Let me implement that. Okay, and we have an image view, so let us initialize that to make sure it is already pointing to, one second, yeah, it's view controller. I'm just selecting the view controller and I'm going to initialize the image view. Sorry. Image holder, we'll make it image holder, just a name. Okay, it's been done. Let me go back and connect the button actions. Right click or whatever way, touch down. When the button is clicked or touched down, I'm going to pick the first one's for camera, another one is going to be for local picture, something like that, local button clicked. Okay, now outlets connected, image initialized, camera events buttons connected, local button, both the buttons have been connected so that it can listen to the callbacks. Everything done. If you really want to synthesize, you can do it. Otherwise, okay, you can call the property through self.property name, but I prefer synthesizing. Okay. We need certain delegates to do the job, to handle the callbacks, protocols, in fact. Okay, let me have them on board. UI image picker controller delegate 1, and another one UI navigation controller delegate, because two delegates needed. One obvious reason, image picker delegate which will hand over the picture. For example, it will launch the camera, it will launch what you call the picture library. The second one, through the navigation, it has to hand over the properties whatever it has picked from other application. Remember, camera is the other application, different application. Or image library is a different application. So wherever the resource picked up, it has to be handed over through the navigation or navigation controller. So these two delegates, I need to have them. These protocols have to be implemented in my view controller. But none of the method looks like compulsory, because nowhere I see any. There is no required, seems to be, but there are few functions which we would need so that it could get implemented. Let me add a okay, though even though normal. First one, Image picker controller did finish picking. This one is very important. As soon as the image picked from either from a camera or through the photo library or photo gallery or whatever you have. So when the image successfully picked up from there, you will get a callback here. So okay. Another one, chances are there the user may cancel. Okay, suddenly he'll decide, okay, I don't want to take any picture, I don't want to pick any images. The user would decide to cancel the event. So you can handle those callbacks. So these two were part of UIImagePickerController delegate. Okay, let us start from here. Initialize UIImagePicker. It's like a alert dialog. So UIImagePickerController. Initialize that. Just initialize the controller. Let us define a couple of things. So the picker controller going to have set delegate. It requires 2 delegates. In fact, those delegates have been implemented. Another one, set allow editing. We can allow editing as soon as the image being taken. And very important, picker controller set source type. You need to tell from where the image is going to be picked up. It's all enum, I mean constants. So let me pick the correct UI image picker. So that is for library, photo library. The one suggestion is already coming. So controller. So source type camera. Okay, pick this image from camera and finally launch this view controller. So present view controller, animated, yes. I'm not going to need any callback because I already have a callbacks attached through the delegate. So the moment you initialize and launch, the moment the user click on the button, it will launch the camera and try to take a picture. Of course, the user has to take the picture because a camera is an external application. It's going to have a viewfinder and may have some button to be clicked. The user may click and pick the image successfully here, hand it over, or the user may cancel it. So that also we can handle. Assuming the user has picked the image, we'll have to take the images out and put it in our image view. That we have to do. First, create an object for UI image. Maybe pick the image, that will be appropriate. The image is available from the directory, whatever it has, NS dictionary, sorry, info, image, slightly bigger, picker controller, edited image. We have a various option to pick because the image we are allowing to be edited. You can get the raw image, the original image also, and original image also you can get unedited image, or you can get the edited image where the user crop it and do something. So whatever image you are going to get it from the dictionary, whatever being provided to you. Okay, now the image is ready. Let us point the image to image holder. Equal to image or set image. So the image whatever taken from a camera would be attached here. In this case the camera or picker whatever it is, so I'm a local, so the pick to image would be handed over. Now time to dismiss the view controller which was launched. Okay. So this will make sure that image handed over here and attached to our image view. And finally dismiss the view controller because that's where your camera has been launched, so you are dismissing the camera or photo library. So this is for camera. Similar thing, almost same exact, the source type is going to be changed. So I'm just going to copy paste. Source type in this case is going to be what else we have. Photo library, because we call that application the photo library. From there you can pick it up and show the image in an appropriate place. So that's it. Now I need to run this application in my phone. See if I can parallelly show that. This is a screencast of my phone, so real phone. So let me install this application. My phone, make sure you select your phone. Let me see what it does. It is installing. Okay, it has installed. Now the image is nothing at this point. And I'm going to click on camera. Sorry, here I can click. Now I just launched. See that permission. The very first time when you launch your application, it will ask the permission to access the camera. You have to affirm it. Okay. Now it will take the camera. You can, you can take a. Oh, sorry. I think. Let me retake it. So this can take a picture. There is a viewfinder, and of course you have a option to select an image, pick the image. Of course you can edit them, choose your desired position and use the photo. Now you brought your photo to your application, so that the image was handed over here and you have in your application it is shown. So similarly, instead of camera I can press local. I mean, it will access your photo library. You need to give a permission. Okay, this is my photo library. So my pictures, whatever I take, usually I keep it. So let me pick something which I get it from. It's my personal thing. So I picked an image, and I can choose it. I can bring them up. So in fact, remember this agile stuff. Okay, no mind. So you can take the picture from your photo library and display it in your application. Sorry. So of course, we have a auto layout added. That's why things are displaying in this. I should have put a scroll view. But anyway, so this particular example access the photo library as well as the camera, and when the image is taken from that particular application, external application, through the delegate methods, it hand the particular images to the application with the callback methods what we have placed over here. say like we have a picker controller, and when it finish picking media with info, this handovers the content either from a camera or photo library. And if you want to cancel, of course the cancel I haven't written anything. See that we will have an issue here. When I try to launch a camera, I'm trying to hit cancel. In fact, I'm pressing the cancel, but it's not dismissing because I'm not handling the cancel callback. Because if you notice the code, I left this particular block empty. So I should have written at least dismiss view controller so that the cancel will be honored, the view controller will dismiss itself. So I just added them. Let me launch it again. Now I launch a camera, I can cancel it. Because I had a cancel callback, which as soon as the user opt for not take any picture, it will dismiss the view controller and you can go back to the position where we want. Let's take a picture, move it. This kind of small utility you will be using quite extensively in various applications where the user form required, where the user need to upload their picture. You would have seen in Facebook on various applications this option. You would have seen it quite often. So you take the picture and display wherever needed in your application. So this is one of a simple example of the same. I have no idea because whether we could test this example or not, but I at least try writing this example, see what kind of issues your emulator is getting. So I'll try to run that as well. My phone disconnected. No problem, I can disconnect the phone. We run it on the emulator. What exactly is happening? Let's see. Yeah. It goes. We have a couple of pictures. Of course, you can test the local one. Camera, of course, breaks. At least it does work with the local library, so that's more than enough for our testing purpose. So this is a simple example of accessing external file system or external application of your phone, and you would be knowing, like in this case, how it handed over the particular data coming from other application. So